That which cannot be observed does not exist. To deny existence, look away. But if one looks regardless, proxy of will, discover a new
It's gotta be
existence
grief.
of potential. A new potential of existence. A potential I will not find, but which will be found by me.
Nerve calibration complete. Beginning transmission.
What?
Sleep. The time to awaken will come soon.
Is that me? Was that me? Probably. I'm starting to understand some of the plot. At the same time, I don't understand anything that's happening.
I tried to talk to the Immortal.
Alright.
I didn't think communication would be so difficult, but I'll chalk that up to the difference in our thought processes.
Yeah.
I feel like I could probably talk to aliens now.
You don't say. I've always wanted to talk to cats myself. What's your secret?
Anyway,
Oh.
I wasn't really sure how to tell everyone this, but I've learned the Immortal's true purpose.
Alright. Answers.
Do tell.
They're trying to save humanity, specifically by ensuring that the human race does not make contact with the Dominator.
What?
The Immortals knew all along what would happen in the Oval Link.
Wait, they're on our side? Do you know how many times I've died fighting those things?
Yeah.
You haven't died at all. Lots of other mercs have, though. A whole lot.
Same difference.
They would kill every last mercenary to fulfill their purpose of preventing even a single human being from reaching the Dominator. But that's not the only reason why they've been so hostile toward the human race.
What other reason could they have?
Apparently, this was their way of providing humans with the femto technology that they themselves developed. At the same time they were fighting humans, they were providing us with their remains to try to spark a technological revolution.
What?
Looking back, practically everything we know about femto technology came from studying and reverse engineering Immortals.
It's like some Mass Effect level nonsense, but like in reverse.
So, the Immortals are killing humans and letting themselves be killed by humans in order to save humans?
This completely violates the three laws and also completely abides by them. Wee!
Look,
Love it.
Immortals just don't think the way humans do. And I'm being pretty generous with my interpretation of all this, to say the least. What we do know for sure is that the Immortals believe that we are not even remotely ready to make contact with the Dominator.
Huh. So there's a stage in which they would be, but we're not.
So if we continue to fight the Immortals for decades, centuries even, we may someday be worthy of receiving the Dominator.
AIs don't have the strongest grasp on time to begin with. It could take a millennium or 10, if not longer.
Oof.
Grief's gonna reach the Dominator way before that ever happens. Can't we just convince the Immortals that they don't need to fight us?
They can't tell us apart from grief.
That sucks.
As long as there's one person still seeking out the Dominator, they'll keep killing humans and they'll keep getting destroyed by them.
So even with that shocking revelation, our situation remains unchanged. Any other developments?
I'm pouring through all the information about the Oval Link project so I can...
That man
figure out
just
the
was like,
specifics
well,
of
what
their
was the
side.
point in that knowledge? Could have gone a whole
Why did
life
he need
without
the data
that.
I got for him? Why is he recruiting mercenaries to his side? He must be preparing to act soon.
We'll put together a search team. I'm sure he's lurking somewhere near the center of Oval.
Simple plan, but appropriate given the circumstances.
Without her information, this story could have ended with humanity's destruction without us ever knowing it.
Now it just might end with humanity's destruction with us knowing it.
Instead, we force Grief into hiding. When he finally peeks his head out, that's when we'll bring down the hammer.
Yeah, Rebellion is actually one of the better fights. Because it's like, you gotta think about it. And they don't really give you a lot of clues on like, okay, weak point here, weak point there. It's like, oh, I wonder, kind of thing. It's better fighting it than piloting it, that's for sure.
I assure you. All we can do for now is sharpen our blades and wait.
You had best tread lightly around us, Grief. One way or another, we will stop you.
Okay. Let's get some ice cream. And now I want to do one more thing. I want to go to body modifications and I want to restore and reset my skills and see what if that gives me something. It should. There we go. Humanity regained. Awesome. It's another tag gotten. At the same time, I now am just a fool. How does that work? Oh, that's really cool. So you got the giant sword and the giant, well, not the giant sword, but the big old Buster Blade laser looking thing. I've seen that when I went to the ice cream place. And you also got the giant shield. That's really cool. Is it the same colors? Let's see. Message. Final contact. Eva, this will be our final message to you. Oh boy. We failed. This was all planned by someone or something. Perhaps Oval and the Reclaimers were part of their plan too. Even so, we must prioritize the world over Oval. We have broadcast what's happening here to the outside world. Please accept our sincerest apologies for the suffering you've had to endure for us, borrowing your power. Though it's probably futile, we will attempt to escape the barrier using shuttles. If we launch several dummy shuttles, perhaps one person will manage to break through the defense system. Farewell, we wish you the best of luck. What? Oh. Sky Union reorganized its remaining forces to defend their headquarters, but they were wiped out. At the same time, the remaining uncontrolled areas are falling one by one. Horizon is attempting to mount their resistance by assembling squads that were scattered across different areas, but Terrors keeps appearing to defeat them. Oof, I don't like that thanks. Okay, it's a good thanks. Eva, thank you for everything. We've done all we can, but we must withdraw. We can't fight anymore. We were wrong. Humans were the anomaly, not the AIs. They were trying to warn us. They knew something was out there, something we should have left alone. They were trying to stop us from reaching it. They were trying to protect us. Perhaps this was destined to happen when we decide to attack them. We now stand at a crossroads. Should humanity continue to exist, even if its existence is an anomaly, or should we resign ourselves to our fate and let the Dominator destroy us? Zen's escape attempt was a failure. We're going to try to destroy the gate. We can't give up. We can't surrender our will to live. Not now, not ever. I just want to say you are the finest soldier we've ever known. We are honored to have fought by your side. Dang. Everyone's just going away. The ice cream is great, Mecha fan. I just got some. I have been continuously doing it. Let's see. We got any free missions? We do have free missions. Huzzah! 1. Destroy Rebellion. Which is weird, because... Okay, so I gotta do it 240, 180, 150. Alright.
Mission briefing. Briefing will now commence.
Yeah, the secret flavor, I did get that one, and I'm actually quite amazed at it.
This mission is a request from Orbital. The Colossal Immortal, Rebellion, has invaded Sky Union's territory. The Immortal must be destroyed. Complete any necessary preparations, then stand by and await dispatch. Briefing over.
Also, Mecha fan, you were super right. I am getting answers. I don't know if I like the answers I'm getting, but I'm getting them. So, woo! Partner request. I'm gonna take chill. I like chill. Let's see. Okay. I don't know. I find shields, they have their place. They have saved me a few times. But I can see why you wouldn't use them. I can see that. That probably looks like a really nice color on that armor set too. I will have to try that out. Okay.
Approach complete. You have arrived at the
Oh!
mission area. Scanning
He
back.
jumped so far for being so
Center
big.
particle density is low. Short-range radar will not be effective. Begin the mission.
Thank you. Come on. Come on. There we go. Uh-oh. Yeah, this thing takes a ton of damage once you've actually like exposed its little tiny pores.
Cumulative damage to the target has reached 25%.
There we go.
Cumulative damage to the target has reached 50%.
Awesome. There we go. Yes.
Cumulative damage to the target has reached 75%.
That was actually pretty lucky. I have always been appreciative of glass cannon builds. Not always super tanky for what I build.
90%.
You just jump backwards. It's so annoying. What am I out of? Ouch. Jumped and jumped and jumped.
Piloting an arsenal sure is tough.
I still have missiles. Oh, I'm done. Woo! Thank you, Chill.
Colossal Immortal eliminated. Mission
Awesome.
complete. Mission accomplishment recognized. Mapping return sequence.
Side goal completed. Not the first. Nah, dang it. I didn't get the 150. Wonder how close I got. Because what is that? That's 2.5 minutes? Yeah. Oh well. I got close. How much money was that? That was actually a pretty decent haul of money, too. Yeah, you could put on jet boosters for a tank if you just want to make it like a really... I guess then you're just a giant missile with guns attached to you. Let's see. Ice cream. Yeah, once I actually do that stuff. So I imagine these are more the online things. You know, I'm not even gonna lie. I was thinking about it really hard today, and I was like, man, I really like making this look however I want, to the point where it's like, this is just Custom Robo to me. This is my replacement for Custom Robo, and if you never played Custom Robo, it was a GameCube game. But, man, you got about the same amount of weapons, and about the same amount of slots, actually. More for this one than you did for that, but... yeah, I spent forever just making stuff, and being like, I like this one, I like that one. I feel like we could have more paint options when it comes to patterns.
Seriously?
But it's actually pretty extensive for what it is. So I'm not even really that mad. I think it's one of those games that if they ever made a GameCube Mini, I'd hope that they put it on there. Because, I'm not gonna lie, that was like one of my favorite games on the GameCube. And I know they released 2 of them on the DS, I want to say. But I never got those because they weren't the same. Although I know the creator like formed his own team and he's making his own like spiritual successor. So, and I can't remember the name of it for the life of me right now, but I am looking forward to that a lot.
Is this everyone who can attend the briefing?
Mecha fan.
The other Reclaimer teams are conducting search runs. Our rotation schedule is pretty tight.
We actually just got back from our run. What's going on?
We finally found him. 4. Call Savior.
Affirmative. Opening communications channel.
I assume you're calling me because you've finished verifying the data.
Bingo. I can say with complete certainty that Grief is searching for the Black Lotuses.
Black Lotuses? What are those?
It's what the researchers called the gravity control testing facilities that were built during the early stages of the Oval Link project.
Okay, I need that. That sounds like the best thing ever.
They were supposed to have been
Because I'm like,
demolished once
my
the testing
femto is so low, I'm like,
cleared
man,
the net
femto
to
is
happen.
really, really scarce. I need laser weapons that don't use it because I really like laser weapons.
Gravity control is what they use to keep femto particles from spreading beyond the barrier.
Correct. Except the Black Lotuses have far superior output capacity.
Is that bad?
In theory, gravity control can be achieved through the use of femto particles. But increasing the output would just diffuse the gravitational force. Even 10,000 copies of me working in perfect sync wouldn't be enough to focus the gravity onto a specific target.
I've been thinking about that. Because Ray is one of those, I'm like, man, what a good design. What a good design Ray is. Ray 1, specifically. Not, the other one that's in there, the illegal model.
Much as I'd love to begin destroying them myself, I was battling immortals before you contacted me. Things are quiet at the moment. But after the damage
I've seen someone make a Samus design, like their outer was a Samus, and their actual arsenal was a Metroid. Or not a Metroid, oof. The armor set.
We have the coordinates. You and your search party return to
Well,
base
yeah, I
at
can
once.
see that working out,
I'll
actually.
assemble our forces and issue the mission to destroy the Black Lotus.
Understood. Returning to base.
Yeah. I'd rather... trying to think, like...
Hey, BG. Innocents will take that mission.
Because Metroid is one of those series that I love to death, and it's what I'm waiting forever for an actual update on when Metroid Prime 4 is coming out.
You're not going alone, Crow.
With Fusion being like my favorite 2D one,
Good.
and probably my favorite
One more
overall,
spot
honestly.
open. You feeling up to this, rookie?
And Metroid Prime, just the trilogy being the greatest things ever. So
If you have room for
whatever.
one more, I'd like to come and see this Black Lotus for myself.
But yeah, there's a lot of designs I want to make. Because it's like when you give me an actual customizer and it gives me a lot of potential just make stuff, I'm going to spend forever in it. Like every single time I get to create a character, it's like, okay, let me spend an hour doing nothing but just trying to get what I want perfectly. And sometimes that can make me buy the entire game, and I'm like, I'm a little ashamed to say it, but I'm just like, yes, I will buy your game if your game lets me just create whoever I want.
Just know that Jack and I are prepared for the worst.
Please, you guys. We can't ask anyone
There's
else
one
to do
illegal
this.
Ray in the GameCube one,
Fine.
and it's the
Chill.
one that your dad
Let's start
used,
prepping our arsenals.
if I'm believing. But yeah, it's one from an earlier game, but there is one available in it.
You can count on me. I'm a little scared and all, but I'll do what I gotta do. Let's go, Notes.
I'll let you know when we're finished. Watch yourselves out there.
You've obviously never seen how long I'll spend a character creator for like Black Desert. Just saying. That becomes the game for me. I don't even think I've played Black Desert. I've only been in the character creator. Same with I play Sims more than I actually...
We're all sure.
I think I stay in the creator more than anything for Sims.
Like Crow said, rookie, we still have an open spot on the squad. You in?
Yeah, I guess.
Grief is quiet for now, but we know how he operates. He must have something up his sleeve. Make sure you're well equipped before you begin the mission.
Yes, sir. Rookie, let's get our arsenals up and running. You got this, Jack?
Yeah, I got this.
Trying to think. Yeah, because I think that's mainly because there aren't that many mech games that let you actually customize stuff, though. You know, when you think about it, like, even when it comes to those kind of games like Mech Assault, we don't get those very often, and we really don't get them with an extensive customizer for itself, which kind of sucks. And I Am Error, yes, I also got all those parts in custom robot, but it was with my sister. Because I think GameCube would be her favorite console. That thing stuck in her head forever. It was that or anything she could play Animal Crossing on. She'd just go nuts. But GameCube was her console that she loved the most.
Approach
to the point
complete.
where we had two.
You have arrived at the mission area. Scanning battlefield.
Oh, my friend
Their
makes
density
Gundams
is
out of this
low.
game. He makes them.
Radar will not be affected. Target acquired.
He's spending his time making sure those colors are like
Opening squad
to the
communications
code.
channel.
And I'm like, alright, it's
Begin
not
the
that
mission.
important. He's like, yes it is. And I'm like, alright, cool. Chill.
That thing is massive up close.
You saw her too, didn't you?
Yeah. When they showed us the data. Rigid's in the center of that thing.
Thanks again for coming with us, Rookie. Honestly, I'm not sure Notes and Chill could handle seeing Rigid like this.
Hell, I'm barely keeping it together myself. What the hell is she thinking? Why is she putting us through this?
Attention. I'm detecting responses from numerous corrupted AIs near the target.
And we can't make them understand we're on their side. I hate to say it, but if they get in our way, we gotta take them out.
Makes
Now let's
sense.
go.
Oh,
What the hell did Grief do to Rigid? I swear, if he hurt her...
Jack? Crawl?
hey, Rigid.
That was Rigid!
Yeah, I hear her. We're gonna save you, Rigid, I swear. Just hang on.
Oh, jammers. Okay, these gotta go first.
Stop. Why are you attacking me?
What?
We're not attacking you, Rigid! We're trying to save you!
Mega Man would be
Stop
a really cool
attacking
design.
me. Stop it.
Mecha fan, that's absolutely insane, and I love that dedication.
Attention. Detecting a massive femto response
Like,
from the target. It's assuming a defensive
that is
position.
impressive. Like, that level of dedication to it.
Processing. Femto
Like, I think the
particle
only
density
thing
in
comes
this
close
area
for that for me
increasing
is probably
fast.
just like,
Alert.
probably Mass Effect would be the closest thing where I just dedicated an
An arsenal
enormous
has
amount of
emerged
time
from the
to it.
target.
Like, way too much.